Sure.
Hi, sir. How's it going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate that.
Pleasure.
So, what brings you here?
So I am an infectious disease doctor with the University of Maryland, but I'm based full-time in Lusaka, Zambia. So I work in Southern Africa, and I work there on public health systems, and particularly to help strengthen the response to the HIV epidemic and help the country achieve HIV epidemic control.
Wow, that is pretty significant, I would say. What is it that you're looking forward to, what you learned here, bringing back to your community?
Yeah, so as you know, this is the Conference on Retroviruses and Opportunistic Infections. It's the leading premier HIV scientific conference in the world. And so we're privileged to present some of our work here from Zambia, but there's some really cutting edge stuff coming out from this year's conference. Some of the leading evidence is around new forms of HIV prevention. That's an area that we focus a lot on in Zambia as well. So long-acting injectable methods for HIV prevention, where people can get a shot once or every 2 months, and it keeps them safe from HIV no matter what risks they may take. So that's very exciting news. There's also some new information around prevention of sexually transmitted infections, particularly chlamydia, syphilis, and gonorrhea, and how we can help prevent that in people who are sexually active. So those are some exciting developments. There's also some advocacy and challenges for increased access to these newer medicines, particularly in resource-limited settings, and making sure that people of all genders and all people around the world have access to meds on an equitable basis, and that's really critically important.
Man, that all is a lot right there. I would say, why is that important to you, bringing that to community, as a whole?
Yeah, no, thanks. So like I said, I work in Zambia, where there's a tremendous resource limited. There are many challenges, including resource limitations, but also access to the latest medicines and the latest technologies. And so making sure that all people at risk for HIV or all people infected with HIV have access to treatment and prevention is really critical and important no matter where they live. Okay.
What's one thing being spoken amongst all the colleagues that you do look forward to, that's really highlighted that you just learned,
Well, I just came from a talk on there's something called event-driven PrEP, which is taking a pill as you need it to protect yourself from HIV, not being on a pill every day. And this has been proven to work in men about 5 years ago, but there's some new information coming out that some adaptation of this may be possible for women, and that's very exciting news as well.
Okay, 2024 and moving into the future, what is it that you're looking forward to, with the technology, the research?
Yeah, I think the HIV epidemic is on a cusp where we've been in a stagnant place, for a few years with oral medications, and these long-acting injectables are really changing the face of HIV. So we may be seeing a future where instead of an HIV vaccine, which was the goal for a long time, is instead of that we may have, injections you get every once in a while, and it keeps either your HIV at bay and you're well protected, or people who are HIV negative but at risk, they get injection every once in a while and stay protected. And so it's a different paradigm than we were maybe thinking of even 10 years ago, but it's really shifting the way we think about achieving epidemic control and providing prevention and treatment to people who need it.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your personal opinion, the benefits of all these colleagues in the same field meeting up together, and speaking about the issues that are going on?
I mean, it's a great opportunity to meet with the greatest minds in the field and see what they're thinking. You read the papers, you read the abstracts, but here you see that people are asking the questions behind that and the why, and what are your personal thoughts on that. And so it's and then we have side meetings with colleagues and chats, and so it's a great place to foster innovation and create dialogue and really help think about what should happen next.
If there's like one question that you're coming out of this that you're wondering about, what do you think that is?
Yeah, I think it's really how do we bridge access, because there's wonderful developments happening here in the U.S., but how do we make sure that we bring that in an equitable way to the rest of the world? And I think that's a challenge that remains to be seen.
Well, thank you for your contribution. I can't thank you enough. And
yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks for taking the time with me.
Great.